I'm Chavan Nikita. Today's my topic is the body cavities. Body cavities, it is a fluid filled inside the body that hold and protects internal organs. Human body cavities are separated by membranes and other structures. Two largest human body cavities are the ventral cavities and dorsal cavities. Then these two cavities are subdivided into ventral cavities or ventral cavities subdivided into the entire or front of the trunks. Organs contained with this cavity include the lungs, heart, stomach, intestines, reproductive organs, and ventral cavities allows to considerable or changes in the size and shape of the organs within it as they perform their functions. The ventral cavities allows for considerable changes changes in the size and shape of the organs with its as they perform their functions. For example, organs such as lungs, stomach, and uterus can expand or contract without disordering other tissue or disrupting the activities of nearby organs. Then the subdivided into the thoracic cavity and abdominopelvic cavity. Thoracic cavity means fills the chest and is subdivided into the pleural cavities and pericardial cavities. The pleural cavities hold the pericardial cavities hold the hearts and separated from the diaphragm. Then abdominopelvic cavities, the lower half of the trunks and is subdivided into abdominal cavity and the pelvic cavity. The abdominal cavity hold digestive system and the pelvic cavities hold the kidneys, and the pelvic cavity hold the reproductive organs and organ excretions. Then thoracic cavity is subdivided into pleural cavities, the mediastinum and the pericardial cavity. Pleural cavities each houses of the lungs, and the mediastinum contains the pericardial cavity and surrounded the remaining thoracic organs. And the pericardial cavities encloses the heart. Abdominal cavity is separated from the superior cavity by the dome-shaped diaphragm. And the abdominal cavities contains stomach, intestine, spleen, and liver, other organs. Pelvic cavity lies within the pelvic and contains the bladder, reproductive organs, and rectums. Then the ventral cavities members parietal serosa lines internal body walls, and visceral serosa covers the internal organs. Serous fluid separated the serosae. Then the other body cavities, oral and digestive, mouth and cavities of the digestive organs. Nasal, the located and the posterior of the nose. Then the orbital located house of the eyes. And the middle ears contain bones and transmit sound vibrations. And synovial joint cavities. Then the abdominopelvic region, right upper and left upper, right lower and left lower. There is the dorsal cavities. It is the posterior of back of the body, including both of the head and the back of the trunk. Then the subdivided into cranial cavities and spinal cavities. Cranial cavity most of the upper part of the skull and contains the brain. And then the spinal cavity is a very long narrow cavity inside the ventral column. It runs the length of the trunk and contains the spinal cord. dorsal body cavity dorsal body cushions and protects the central nervous systems, and the cranial cavities whose cavity formed by the bones of the skulls, house of the brain. Ventral body cavity enclosed by the ribs, abdominal, luminar muscle structures surround organs and of the respiratory and digestive and cardiovascular, urinary and reproductive system. Thoracic cavity is enclosed by the ribs cases and separated from the abdominal pelvic cavity by the diaphragm. Abdominal pelvic cavity is enclosed by the abdominal and luminal muscles. Pelvic cavity is separated from the abdominal pelvic cavities. Thank you.